Hey guys, happy Saturday, happy weekend. I hope you're having a lovely time like I am. So I'm back with my dating tips or my online dating stories. And last time I talked about a guy who I went on a date with, and he literally I cleared the steak off my T-bone steak on the bone, and then also my chicken bones. He like chewed around the bits of the chicken bone that I hadn't finished. And you guys, I eat chicken like an African. The bone has to be clean and white. This guy is like, I paid for this. I'm not going to let them throw it out. I'm like, I'm taking it for my dog. It's like, why? I'm a human and I paid. I'm like, geesh, okay. Well, that story was super interesting. There's worse. So back in 2022, when I just joined Tinder, I think I'd just been on it for like 3-4 months, and I was like super exhausted. I didn't know that you're supposed to swipe through many people to finally find the one if you're lucky. So I found that later on, like you're supposed to swipe on at least 1,000 people to find at least one decent person. So as I was getting up Tinder, I meet the perfect guy, right? He's super tall. He's like 6'3". You know, he has blue eyes. He's an engineer, he's an entrepreneur as well. He does, I think he was doing publishing. And then to make it even better, he's coming to Uganda in 2 weeks, right? So I'm so excited. We exchange numbers with, let's call him Arnold. We exchange numbers with Arnold. We begin to talk on WhatsApp, you know, and he's like, do you want to do a video call? I'm like, cool. So we tried to do a video call, but all the time the image was freezing. By the way, this happened to me like 3 times on 3 different chats. Like the image was freezing. They can see me, I can't see them because the image keeps freezing, and they keep getting frustrated. So they send images, but it's never a video sesh. So he eventually arrives. We're supposed to meet like 2 weeks later after talking. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, God, you're so good. This is kind of like what I envisioned when I wanted a man. He comes to Uganda. He's staying at the Sheraton Hotel. So I'm like, nice. So we go to the Sheraton Hotel. He sends over someone to, I don't know if someone was his PA or something, opens the door for me, gives me flowers. We enter the lounge, we go to the restaurant, he orders for champagne, it's already there, and I'm waiting for this guy. Is not coming. So he calls me and he's like, order for whatever you like. So if you know me, you know I love good things. So I'm like, champagne is here, let me order for other things. But I'm like, how rude can this person be? And he's like, oh, I'm in meetings, I'm up and down, blah blah blah. So I wait anyway. I'm like, cool, no problem. So about 40 minutes later, someone walks towards me, and I'm looking at this person and I'm like, do I know you? And he's like, hey Hope. I'm like, hey. He's like, I'm Arnold. I'm like, what? Guys, the person who came, he was a middle-aged, a senior citizen, probably over 55. I am 5'2", and in heels. I was much taller than him, so let's say maybe he was 5'1" or something. I'm just looking at him. I'm like, Arnold, as in Arnold, the engineer and the book publishing entrepreneur. He's like, yes, that Arnold. I'm like, dude, you literally look different in real life compared to your pictures. And the guy had the audacity to tell me, you know what? That was actually me 20 years ago. I'm like, bruv. My great uncle is 109 and he is still as tall as he was when he was, let's say 40. He's a really tall man. I'm like, something is not adding up. So I tell him, you know that's not believable, right? At my big age, I'm not going to accept that. Then he's like, okay, fine. That's a picture of my kid. I'm like, why are you using your kid's picture though to catfish people? That's the word, guys. He had catfished me. I'm like, why are you using your son's picture to catfish people? Like, does your son know about this? And then it's like, anyway, to be honest, Hope, everybody catfishes online. Everybody's trying to put their best foot forward. I'm like, yes, people catfish with filters, not whole different, you know, pictures of themselves, not whole different professions. And then he had the audacity to say, at least I bought you champagne, I bought you, you know, seafood, you love all that nice stuff. I even sent you mobile money on your phone. Since you said you were driving, I sent you money for fuel, and he had sent 200,000. And so he was like, so are you upset with me? If you want, I'll give you everything that you want. So I told him, no, I'm not upset with you, but I was really upset, and I was looking really good. I dressed up. You guys have seen how I put my feet together. Like, I was looking amazing. It was already 7 and it's a Saturday night. So I told him, it's okay, cool, you know, I'm a bit upset and I need to process this. So what you can do is just maybe give me money for me and my friends to go out, because I can't waste my good outfit. So the guy pulls out $300 and he's like, here, because I actually wasted your time and made you drive all the way, you go and have fun with your friends, and next week when you're over it, we'll go to Mombasa together. The audacity, guys, the audacity. So that was when I realized that this is going to be a whole goddamn long ride, and I was going to have to go through so many of those in order to get to, you know, the person that I want to be with. And this is not just Tinder, guys, it's across all dating platforms. It is such a colossal waste of time when you literally genuinely want someone who is a good person. And then people will tell you, why don't you date in your country? I'm like, bruv, I'm trying to not limit myself. Imagine out of 3 billion men in the world, you're like, I'm only going to date a Ugandan. That's not how I roll, bruv. I'm an international global citizen. So, and I will continue to do that until I find the person that's right for me, because I don't believe in settling. Guys, me, I realized that a lot of my ex-relationships did not work properly because I settled. I'm just like, okay, this is the person there, let me settle. No, and you're so unhappy because you're settling for less than what you actually truly want. And I've decided that I'm going to be the happiest that I can be, so I will only settle when someone fits the idea of exactly what I want in a person, so I don't rob myself of happiness and that person as well. So I advise you to do the same, but like I said, I'm not the relationship expert. I am habitually single all the time, and 4 years in a row this Valentine's Day. Anyway, have a happy weekend. Subscribe, follow, like, share, and tell me if you are loving my content or not, so I see what else to bring for you guys. See you on my next story. I think it will be about the guy who ate my bones. Bye.